Hey there. So I'm Professor Powell. I am your instructor for the online section of CJUS 312, and I just want to talk a little bit about what to expect in this course and kind of how you can see your way through it. So, on the front webpage, and I'm looking at it right now, so what you should see every week is that there's going to be a link to the YouTube channel, and on the YouTube channel, I walk through some of the material that we have. And so I'll go over lecturing over basic concepts, as well as how to set up problems for everyone to, solve on their own, right? So I think it's really important to have these kinds of examples, because oftentimes, we don't, right? And sometimes that's, kind of bad. You'll also see is that there's an important etiquette guide, so I'd ask you guys to read that to familiarize yourself with how you should conduct yourself online. At this point, I think all of you guys are probably veterans of the online learning environment, but, that should also be good. And there's also a workflow for the module week. And so on that workflow module, for the workflow, I'll give you an example of how you should maybe structure your time in order to do that. Now, of course, everyone's schedule is different and doesn't necessarily, can fit to what I have described, but this is just a suggestion about how you should do that. So, just in case you were kind of wondering how you should set yourself up. At this point, hopefully you guys are working on getting the textbook for the course because, you're going to need that. And, you're coming through the syllabus. So the way this course is going to be set up is that each week that there's any kind of assignment due, there is a module, and in that module, right, there will be a set of course notes, there will be a set of practice questions, and then there will be a practice quiz to see what you know. Course notes are there to help kind of break down, some stuff that I already say in the videos, just for your own reference. You can check your own notes related to that. And then the practice questions serve as a form of homework. Now, the way that this is set up for the module practice questions, so these are sample questions that will look very similar to what you see on the practice rat for each module. And in some of them, you'll likely have to solve. There's no time limit on it, so you can take as much time as you'd like. But similar to the actual rat, there's no backtracking, and all the questions are randomized. Now, I do believe in the form of practice, because it's more important for you guys to understand the concepts before taking something for real. So you guys have 3 attempts to take the module practice question set. So if you do that, you take it 3 times. I take the highest grade out of all those attempts. And then once everyone has an opportunity to complete it, so I think these are always going to be due on by Thursday, the following day, I release the answer key for it, right? So at the end of each attempt, you'll see which questions you got wrong. You'll have an opportunity to retake it, see if you can improve your score. But know that I release the feedback after everyone's taken. That's mainly because I want you guys to keep persisting and figuring out how to solve and answer a problem, rather than just looking to see how it's done and move on, right? It's really more important for you guys to practice that, so then when it comes to the RAT or the final exam, you guys are good to go. At the end of the course, there is a final exam, and so that should help clarify any outstanding material, and it covers a little bit of everything that we've covered in the course. So for that kind of thing, in that last week there will be a set of practice questions in the final module, but there will be no quiz at that time, right? So you'll just take the final exam in place of that. So that's kind of the breakdown. I'll have Zoom office hours available, so they'll be posted on the course homepage. It'll also be posted in the syllabus. My office hours are from 10 to 12. One small note is that, if I'm ever going to be absent, or if I'm ever going to be, gone for some time, we can always, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. And also, I know you guys work different schedules. You have, different things going in life. You can't always meet, during when my appointment times are. So if you want to make an appointment to talk to me, I'm happy to do that. But usually, if you do that, just let me know, if there's a problem you're specifically having, so I can be prepared to help you. So just let me know what you're struggling with, and we can talk about it at that time, ahead of time. That way, I'm prepared and you're prepared, and we can have kind of a productive session. Doesn't mean you need to make an appointment in that office hour block, but if you just let me know, hey, I'm thinking about coming, I want to talk about XYZ, I'm having trouble with blah, blah, blah. Similarly, you can just email me if you don't want to meet during office hours. There's no reason why you have to do that. But glad you guys are taking the course. Hope you find this video useful, and it's just a nice little introduction. And I'll see you all later.